Yeah, with Macau, there's nothing like it. I mean, you have the glitz and glamour and the urban atmosphere of the casinos and the high-rises. It's a gambling capital of Asia.
Macau GP is probably the most exciting event a motorsport enthusiast or racer, competitor could do. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Just the challenge of the street circuit with the Armco lining the whole course. You can't see through the turns. There's no runoff. So it's definitely the challenge of it and the atmosphere and the culture behind it that bring me back every year.
First Macau Grand Prix was over 15 years ago. We've been doing this a fair amount of time, and it's changed a lot. Seeing slight permutations of the track surface, it's quite a bit bumpier and slower now than it used to be. It's harder to get the lap times that we used to get. So it's a constant learning curve, and especially for us old dogs, you know, everything's adjustable with the computer, and it's just been a Wild West to a little bit less, you know, like now it's a bit more refined.
We're on the EBR 1190 RS this year. Quite honestly, I think it's one of the best packages you could ask for in terms of Macau. The power is everywhere. You can keep it down to low RPM range of gas out of the turns, and it doesn't have that feeling of it's going to step out on you. It's just smooth and so much power and torque everywhere.
You look forward to the next thing that's coming down the pike, because everything's computerized now. It's just like your phone gets smarter every year, your computers get faster every year, the bikes, the electronics. You know, we could have a piece of software emailed through a satellite from somewhere else in the world for different mapping. Not all bikes are created equal. There's some that have some crazy electronics that are here at the track and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. Others are a little bit more tactile, more analog, and I think we fall a little bit more into the raw, old school. You got a big 1200cc twin on there, which just pulls for days. It's got massive power. It's more like just grab that, you know, the horse by its reins and just ride the shit out of it.
One of the real powerful tools that the EBR brings to this is, you know, a real broad power. Right? You don't have to row the gearbox. You can get your way through here. There's power on demand when you need it. And in the tight stuff, where you're from one wall to the next wall and a little blip here and there, I think the EBR is a really good tool for that.
Macau, we didn't have the result we wanted this year, but we definitely are moving in the right direction. You know, we got a lot of good data, and you know, I did go about two and a half seconds faster than last year. So with that and moving forward, I think we can definitely keep pushing these EBRs even faster and really get up front.
I love road racing. You know, I think it's the real deal, and these guys, they deserve the respect. They're real motorcycle heroes, and we get too carried up in the pretty little fluff things that we do in you know, lots of air fence and safety barriers, and there's no real consequences, and everybody's brave when it's less dangerous, right? You come here and these guys are for reals, and they deserve the respect they get because these guys are real motorcycle heroes, and the consequences are death if you get it wrong here. I enjoy coming here because it's more of a motorcycle culture. You know, everybody appreciates other motorcyclists here, and if you need something, if they have it, they're going to help you out. You know, and the same with everybody. No one wants anybody to ride anything less than as good as it can be here because they know what the consequences are, and they appreciate how hard everybody works to get here and just how dangerous this event is. And if they can help you make a bike that's a little more solid or a little safer, they're going to do that. I appreciate that. It's more of a motorcycling community, more of a family type of a thing. We all have the same passion for motorcycles here, and it shows through.
I mean, once you do something like this and you survive it and you walk away from it, you do feel like you're kind of floating off the ground for a couple weeks, actually. It's a buzz that you can't hardly create anywhere else that I've found. So it's a challenge, it's a unique challenge. There's risk involved, which is quite unusual these days. If you make a small mistake, it could cost you a serious injury or death. So that gives you a nice feeling at the end of it. When you do it well, you can be proud of yourself and your team, and also the fact that you did something special that's meaningful, and you do feel it for weeks, and that's what keeps you coming back, is trying to get that same feeling of something that counts.
It's a thinking man's sport more than people realize. When you're out there, I mean, you have to make precise calculations of when you're going to turn in, when you're going to exit, when you're getting on the gas, when you're going to brake to avoid danger. You know, we're not out there trying to kill ourselves. We're out there just experiencing life and experiencing racing.
It's a great challenge to be here at Macau yet again, and it's nice to feel alive. You know, this is a place where we all enjoy letting our hair down when it's time to have some fun, and it's serious business when we get down to serious business. So it's just a great dynamic, and I'm just lucky, very, very lucky to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be really interested to see what we do next year. You know, we do some great things at the TT in Macau this year, and we have a lot of good plans for next year to really show the EBR in some unique settings, and you know, kind of highlight the bike and what it can do.